One of the most important things you need to do when it comes to the Jaguar V12 engine is to ensure it never ever overheats, and I'm going to explain why that's important now with the help of this documentation. This is I think it's a sales pamphlet from when the Jaguar V12 was released in 1975 or so. You'll have to excuse me, I'm doing this one-handed, but it's kind of a pamphlet with all the introduction to the engineers behind the engine, some overview, description and technical information, specification, etc. This is for the flathead initial version, but another great thing is it's got these cutaway diagrams. I'm going to use these as a tool to explain why overheating can be so damaging to this engine in comparison to a typical one. So, quick overview of the materials involved. The Jaguar V12 engine has aluminium cylinder heads, an aluminium cylinder block, aluminium oil pan and ancillary components, water pump, etc. But it has cast iron cylinder liners. So if we just look on the diagram here, you can see these items here. These are cast iron cylinder liners that are pushed into the block. They're essentially a press fit into the block. So this is actually quite unusual in terms of engine design. Usually you'd have either a all aluminium engine, like for example the one in my Subaru, the EJ255 engine, that has an aluminium block, aluminium heads, or sometimes you'd have an aluminium head with a cast iron block. So yeah, on the Jaguar V12 you have cast iron cylinder liners around the pistons in an aluminium block, aluminium head. And what this means is, because of differential expansion, you know, metals, depending on what they are, expand and contract at different rates according to temperature. If you allow the engine to overheat, there's a very real chance that can cause issues, because the block, the aluminium of the block and the heads will expand at a different rate to the cylinder liners. And if we just turn this page and look at this one here, this is how the engine looks with the cylinder heads removed. You can see these open passages here around the cylinder liners, they are the water jackets. So what you've got here is you've got the aluminium head bolted down to the engine. You have a steel head gasket underneath the head, and that is clamped down upon both the aluminium engine block along here and also the cast iron cylinder liners. So you could probably understand how that can cause an issue. You know, all the torque on these head bolts will be set such and designed in such a way to work within the typical operating temperature range of the engine, and if you exceed that, there's a very real risk of, you know, blowing a head gasket or other issues like the valve seats falling out of the head of the engine.